subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Hey, Miss Freedom, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Phenomenal, just black and beautiful as I can be. What's on your mind?
And I'm white and beautiful just as I can be.
Yes, you are, just like a jar of milk.
I just wanted to ask you something. You said something earlier. Am I coming in too loud or too soft?
No, you're good. You're just right. You're good.
Okay, you just let me know. You said something earlier about how Charlie Kirk uses talking points and he's a con man. And I just want to be very clear that these young college kids came up to the mic with their own questions, their own rebuttals, their own frustrations. They came up to the mic and they asked him questions. They were mad. Some of them were upset, black or white. And Charlie Kirk answered the questions truthfully. And just because you don't like the truth doesn't make what he said untrue.
But no, what they don't do, they're not gonna. What they do, they're gonna cherry pick the interviews to put out because remember, Charlie Kirk and those guys, they control the footage, so they're not gonna show the footage where somebody's really debunking all of that horseshit he's saying. They're not gonna show that.
What I'm saying is that they pick and choose
What I'm saying,
who comes up to the mic.
right? No. But they pick and choose who you see who comes up to the mic. You understand? I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you an example. Myron Gaines. Myron Gaines does the same thing as Charlie Kirk. Same thing. They go to college campuses and basically says a bunch of antagonistic things about black people and then cherry pick the exchanges where they're getting the best of one of these college students. Okay. They cherry pick. Now, Myron Gaines and a whole bunch of his wannabe white supremacist buddies, they were in a Twitter space about a year ago and they were talking that bullshit about black people. And I walked up in that room virtually and lit their asses up and it went viral. And they've been mad at me ever since because they couldn't control that. That was something that they couldn't edit. They couldn't cherry pick it and put it out or suppress it like they do other stuff. They got that ass whooped in real time and they've been mad at me ever since. See, that's what they don't like. See, they don't like lack of control of the narrative. So
So you're saying, Tariq, hold on a minute. You're saying that all the videos, and I've seen a lot of them with Charlie Kirk,
mhm.
all of them have been handpicked so that everyone in America could be. It was a setup. Is that what you're
Oh,
saying?
okay. Okay. Thank you, Freedom, because I've explained this about 3 or 4 times. So yeah, you're playing dumb now. I've already said what it is. Um, they don't have no real debates. They don't have real debates. They don't have no real debates with those of us on the grassroots. I've challenged the Ben Shapiro's. I've challenged them to debates. You understand? For real. And they've turned it down. They don't want to do that for real. They go to some college campus and say something to some immigrants who don't really know the game. You understand? And then say, "Oh, look, I just sunned them with my talking points." No, you're talking to people who they don't really know the game. They don't come around these parts chopping it up with us because we know how to handle them. We know how to debunk their talking points, which is horse crap. They use the same talking points that come from these right-wing think tanks that we can debunk left and right. You see. Shout out to everybody in here. We're in here deep. Y'all give me another retweet, family. Give me another retweet. I'm loving it. We up in here heavy. Y'all start raising your hands. So, Brother Dan, I see Dan Nicely. Shout out to y'all down there. I see you. Tom, I don't know about getting you up here, Tom. Shit. Vikas, let's get Vikas in here. Let's get Vikas in here. Yeah, that's Twisted Tom. I don't know about getting Twisted Tom in here. Vikas, what's up, Vikas?
Hey Tariq,
How you
it's
doing?
good to be on this. Hey, I'm doing very good. Thank you for giving me the speaker.
Yeah,
I will take 1 minute, just 1 minute,
okay.
and this will be interactive. I would request you to just give me a few seconds first.
Vickers, don't
Uh,
money now. Don't ask for no money, and don't ask.
yeah, okay, no money, no money. This is not gonna be about money, right? Okay, and this is also not about Charlie Kirk. Question: what is the topic? What which brought Charlie into the conversation?
What what's the topic?
What topic? What topic brought Charlie into the conversation?
Oh, the caller, the gentleman. I forgot his name. Yeah, he called in and he was discussing Charlie Kirk and well, I talked about earlier in the conversation. I was talking about a black student that got expelled for mocking Charlie Kirk, and he had a GoFundMe, and people were supporting the GoFundMe, myself included. So just different angles of Charlie Kirk. So what about it?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. It's a layered conversation. So thank you for answering me that question.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not going to here to ask questions. So first of all, I I I understand that this world should have no place for racism, not for color, not for religion, not for nationality, and not for rich and poor. I believe in that. I believe you also believe that.
Okay.
Can I get a yes?
Right. Now you're Indian, right? You're from India?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I got a yes. Yeah. Right. Okay. Then I think these are common things, right? If anyone around us believes in these things and is against anything which is opposite of it, we should be all one, right? Now let's not talk about Charlie Kirk. I think if as long as we are here to spread that positivity, that no color, no religion, no nationality, no rich or poor, you know, should be used as a basis of discrimination. That is the world we want to live in.
Oh,
Now, how far are we from it? That is the question we have, right? Are we very far from that vision? Are we actually in a time when this can happen? And we are talking about America. So how is America measuring up to this?
well, the thing is, I have to ask you this, Mr. Vikas. Are you guys measuring up to that in India? Because you guys have a rigid caste system there. You guys had a caste system before the Europeans had one.
Okay, great question.
Right.
I didn't race for India, and I know India has got its own problem. So if you want to talk about India, I can give you my 30 seconds about it.
Okay. Because I mean,
Okay.
you have the
Yeah, yeah,
untouchables that
yeah.
people call the untouchables. They're the real out there who you guys, your community really discriminates against them very heavily.
Okay, now I just want to call it one thing to you. You within 30 seconds you mentioned your community.
The Indian.
Yeah, so without knowing the background, India is very big. It has got, if not anything, 25 or more recognized languages, 800 dialects. People don't understand the same language, and we say that Hindi is our national language. In some parts of India, it is not recognized as a national language. Why? Because they don't understand the language. So we are very diverse. It's very easy to call us Indians, but we are one India, but at the same time, we might have very different ideologies. So in India, people generalize between the left and the right. The ones who like the current dispensation and the ones who don't like the current dispensation. I am neither on neither sides of these. Like I told you, the four values that I talked about, if anything which is around these four values, I always support it, whether it's the left or the right, doesn't matter. So at the same time, if something good has to happen, there are even more issues in India: education, poverty, women's safety, kid safety, corruption. What kind of issues we don't have? We have all of them. Then what do we see? Oh, we see shining India. We see the Vishwakuru India. So I'm not happy with that. So yeah, uh, I mean, coming back to the question, I think I did answer you about India then. Hopefully, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I don't know where he's going. Okay. He's doing a lot of splaining. He's curry splaining. Okay. Okay. He's doing a lot of splaining. All right. Yeah, we can't talk about the racism here, and there's people over there that's being treated like crap. because they're so damn dark. The untouchables, the Dalit people. And yeah, they started the caste system over there, and they got all that cake soap and skin bleaching over there. I mean, damn. So yeah, y'all got to handle that before we talk about what's happening here. Y'all better handle that. Yeah, I know. I just don't want to hear all that splaining. He's about to splain his ass off. Twisted Tom, I don't know what Twisted Tom wants. Twisted Tom, you kind of scare me, dude. Oh, let me get some more folks in here. We're in here heavy. Shout out to the family in here. But going back to Charlie Kirk, you see now you see the supporters who come in here trying to put the cape on for Charlie. See, they try to act like they're objective. You keep talking to these people, they have the same janky little talking points where they low key justify black people getting harmed. Well, if he didn't resist, they all miss me with that resist nonsense. Because white people be up here shooting at the damn police and don't shit happen to them. They be running the police down in cars, running, spitting on them, kicking them, stabbing them. And yeah, they still don't kill them. So I don't want to hear all that resisting stuff. But going back to Charlie Kirk, I saw something. A lot of these people, they keep trying to do this comparison. Charlie trying to compare him to Malcolm X, and they had somebody had a meme of Charlie Kirk in heaven shaking hands with Malcolm X. And if y'all don't stop trying to disrespect our icons, they keep trying to compare Charlie Kirk to MLK, who he didn't like. Charlie Kirk did not like Dr. Martin Luther King, and he disrespected Dr. Martin Luther King, and he disrespected Dr. Martin Luther King's civil rights movement work. Charlie Kirk disrespected all of it. So, how dare you even compare him to our iconic ancestors? And somebody said it earlier, the white supremacists don't have universally respected heroes. They don't. This is how sick and sad the Charlie Kirks are. They have to lie and try to manufacture some type of hero status for him by lying about who he really was. You can't tell the truth about who that man really was. You guys are trying to erase his real history. So when they call up, what y'all said Charlie Kirk was racist? Where? Stop it. Stop it. When folks do that, family, they're playing dumb. Charlie Kirk wasn't known for nothing else. Let's be clear, Charlie Kirk was not known for nothing else but his anti-black racism. That's what he was known for. That's why they can't name anything else, family. Every time they try to name something he's supposed to be recognized for, it becomes a contradiction. Well, he was a beacon for free speech, but free speech. But if we say something about him, everybody's getting canceled. So that's not even in the spirit of what he was talking about. You guys are not even living up to the spirit of what he said. So that shows there's a contradiction. You don't even honor him. So why should we? You understand? But they keep trying to tack him on to our foundational Black American heroes because, again, like I said, the white supremacists, they don't have no white supremacist heroes that's universally respected. White supremacy, it doesn't produce morally upright and globally respected people. They only prop up people who's associated with colonization, genocide, slavery, or oppression. That's not honorable. So what they need to do, they got to borrow our moral legitimacy. They got to compare their little janky ass people to our foundational Black American icons, the people who actually earned global admiration through struggle and real sacrifice. You see? See, they got to use foundational Black American icons to sanitize their racist ass agendas. See, when they compare Charlie Kirk to MLK or Martin Luther King, they're trying to whitewash Charlie Kirk's real racist history. It's an image laundering strategy to try to associate him with some real civil rights legends so that his bigotry could seem like it's bold and misunderstood. Oh, they were all killed because of what they had to say. No. Others were speaking about freedom and justice for all, and the other person was justifying white supremacy. It ain't the same. They've always tried to hijack our moral capital. Malcolm X, Dr. King, they represented a moral high ground. They represented spiritual courage. They represented community leadership. These white supremacists, they want to appropriate that legacy for their own little degenerates because they know that Black moral authority, it's deeply rooted in truth, justice, and global empathy, which they lack. Even Charlie Kirk himself said, I don't like the word empathy, and then I ain't gonna give it to you. So they got this desperate attempt to try to manufacture martyrdom for this man. And after Charlie Kirk's death, see, they needed a narrative of sacrifice. Charlie Kirk didn't die fighting for no damn civil rights. He didn't die on the battlefield fighting for the country. He didn't die for no damn justice for everybody. That man died sitting up here about to lie on Black folks. This man sat up here in the middle of a damn lie, which is what he's known for, lying on Black folks. And in the middle of his lie, one of his own community members popped him. That's a horrible, janky ass, ironic death. That's why they keep trying to erase it. That's why they don't want you talking about it. That's why anybody who brings it up, oh, you're going to get canceled. Oh, you're going to get expelled. Well, he died very dishonorably. A very dishonorable and an embarrassing ass death. Ain't that right, cat without the hat, or whatever your name is? You see? See, the average American, even the conservatives, the white conservatives, they know who Malcolm and Dr. King are. They know them. So these people use that familiarity to Trojan horse in their own flawed, janky, degenerate figures like Kirk, so they can try to piggyback off that legacy. They always trying to do some kind of cultural parasitism. They always steal in the music, slang, fashion, so they want to steal legacy and struggle as well. So they're trying to portray Charlie Kirk as some kind of the conservative MLK. That's parasitism. The same people that you set your ass up here denigrating, you need to have them to leech on to. Ain't that ironic? The same people that you spent your life denigrating, you got to leech on to them in death in order to be legitimate. Boy, the irony is a bitch, ain't it? So now what they're trying to do, this is the devious thing they're trying to do. They're trying to reframe white supremacy as civil rights. See, they're trying to flip the script, see. They're trying to act like he's some kind of persecuted truth teller, akin to the civil rights leaders. No, he's not. No, he's not at all. See, y'all want to co-opt foundational Black American symbols without empowering us. See, they can't stand that foundational Black American heroes represent the truth that transcends race. See, our icons inspire the world. Everybody's inspired by our people all around the world. Malcolm, Martin, Medgar Evers, Huey P. Newton, they were not just Black heroes. They became moral symbols for basically global resistance and moral resistance and truth. See, the white supremacists, they want somebody in their camp to match that universal admiration, but they don't have nobody. So they're trying to force a comparison, and they just keep trying to say it over and over, hoping that the repetition is going to work.
When there is stank on the streets, there's only one man. who will bring the heat.
Hey, Rootwork Jones, why you got to split, sugar?
These musty jive turkeys think it's a game out here. I gotta get out here and show them I mean business. Can you dig it?
None of these smelly suckers can relax, because Rootwork Jones is back. Is the return of Dolomust, the Sultan of Stank. His mission? To turn Harlem into a musty mecca.
I'm going to plant a must bomb in Harlem. When it detonates, everyone in Harlem will be musty.
Rootwork Jones has to shake up the block. He has a limited time before the bomb drops.
Word on the street is Dolomus's men planted a bomb in a Cadillac in Harlem.
Thanks, Mama.
Can Rootwork Jones find the bomb before it explodes?
Where is the Cadillac with the must bomb, sucker?
Or will the city go into musty mode?
There's a couple blocks over that way.
Rootwork Jones is behind the wheel, socking stanky suckers all in their grills. Come see Rootwork Jones in Musty Inferno. Go to rootworkstyle.com for more info. Sucker.